Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Following yesterday's 3 announcements by EA and Respawn Entertainment, I thought I'd do a bit of a roundup of all of the Star Wars games that we currently know about, of which there are at least 8. Just in case you haven't seen the news from yesterday, or you just want to be reminded, yesterday EA announced 3 brand new Star Wars games, all of which are being developed by Respawn Entertainment, the creators of Titanfall, Apex Legends and Jedi Fallen Order. The 3 games that they announced are a second Jedi game in the series, along with a first-person shooter and a strategy game being co-developed by BitReactor. Over the last 5 to 6 months, we've had 6 games announced, as well as 2 game releases, a soft launch and a big update to Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, which is a VR game. So it's been a very busy few months as Star Wars gamers, and I could not be more excited for the future. As I said at the start of the video, we have 8 Star Wars games that we currently know about, and I'll do my best to put this in order of announcement. So the first game on the list that we heard about is LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This was first announced back in June 2019 for a 2020 release. However, as we all know, the game got delayed a number of times, but last week we finally got a release date set in stone, and that is April 5th, 2022. The game is of course being developed by TT Games, and it will include all 9 episodic Star Wars films, with over 300 playable characters, 24 explorable planets and much more. Fast forward all the way up until January 2021, which is where we got our next announcement that is yet to release. Of course, in 2020 we had Squadrons announced and released. This January announcement was of course the Ubisoft open world game, which was announced on January 13th, 2021 and is to be developed by Massive Entertainment and published by Ubisoft. This announcement also informed us that EA will no longer hold the exclusive rights to the franchise after the contract expires in 2023. There is no release window as of yet for this game, but my guess is that it will likely release around 2025. 1 month later, on February 17th, 2021, we got the announcement of Star Wars Hunters, a third-person arena shooter set to release on the Nintendo Switch and mobile devices. The game soft-launched in 4 countries on Android in mid-November last year, and due to an APK I have been able to play it, and so far I'm absolutely loving it. It's being developed by Boss Alien and published by Zynga, and we'll hopefully hear more about a release date in the coming weeks, but so far all we know is that it is releasing this year. Despite it being a snappy start to the year, we then had to wait until September 9th, 2021 for the next reveal, which was the KOTOR remake, and that is being developed by Aspyr Media. Like the Ubisoft game, we don't have a release window at the moment for this, but my assumption is that it will release in late 2023 or 2024. So that's 4 games already, which means that in the space of a month and a half, we had 4 new games announced, the first of which was Star Wars Eclipse on December 9th, although for me it was very early hours of December 10th. The game is an action-adventure where you can make decisions that will ultimately have consequences throughout the story. It's being made by Quantic Dream, the creators of Detroit Become Human, and as a result it has been met with a ton of backlash due to David Cage and his past. The game currently has no release window as of yet, but my guess is that it will release in 2025 or 2026. And finally, we have the 3 games announced yesterday to be developed by Respawn and published by EA, which are Jedi 2, the first-person shooter and the strategy game. No release windows or other details have been announced for either of these games, however my assumption is that Jedi 2 will release later this year, but as for the FPS and the strategy game, they will likely release in a few years' time. Work has begun on all of these games, however it seems like yesterday's announcement was more to drive up recruitment, so that Respawn could build up the teams really required to get going. Jedi 2, as we know, has been in development for at least over 2 years now, which is why it will likely release a lot sooner. With the first-person shooter and strategy game, my guess is that one of them will release in 2024 and the other in 2025, but we'll just have to wait and see. So guys, they're the 8 Star Wars games that we currently know about thus far. I have absolutely no doubt that we'll get even more announcements this year, which is absolutely crazy, and I'll be covering every single one of these games here on the channel. So if you want to stay up to date with the latest news for any or all of these games, then be sure to subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on so that you do not miss out on a single video. Be sure to let me know the top 3 games that you're most excited for out of these 8 in the comments below. For me personally, and in no particular order, it's probably Star Wars Hunters, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and this first-person shooter from Respawn. That is it from me today though guys. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.